All right. Welcome to another edition of the Game Pulse podcast. I'm your host, Reid Kelly, aka Salsa Marengo, and I'm here with my co-host, Chad Harris. Chad, say hi.
And we back.
We're back, and we have our first special guest of the pod, Nate Rions, hailing from Arizona. He is a wonderful teacher, so I've heard, and he's also a Philadelphia 76ers fan, and then a fan of all the Pittsburgh teams, which is interesting. So, Nate, say hi.
Hello. Thanks for having me, guys. Excited to be
Of
here.
course. We're very excited to have somebody else on here. I actually was thinking about it. We had Andrew on the pod like a couple weeks ago. He was our first, but this is a special guest. So there's quite a bit to talk about. We're in the middle of training camp for the NFL. The NBA is a little bit in a lull right now. The Lakers just got sold again, so we could talk about that for another time. But I do want to talk about something serious. We have a missing person in the MLB. Arizona Diamondback Ketel Marte has been away from the team unannounced for the past 2 days now. Chad, what's going on? This has happened before.
Yeah, so it's happened right after the All-Star game last year. He went to the Dominican. Supposedly his house got robbed, but that wasn't, that wasn't verified. But I don't understand what's wrong with this man. I don't know how you can just not show up to the game. Like, it's your job for one, and he didn't tell anyone. Nobody can get a hold of him. Nobody knew if he was still even in Boston. There were reports that they saw him at the bar at like 11 o'clock the night before the game. So who knows if that's that's true. I don't know, man. It leads to me thinking that there's something going on in that guy's head. If he wasn't number one, number two, second baseman in the league, dude, there's no way he'd be on the team. Like, he's out. Like, how can you get away with that? Nobody knows where you are. You don't tell the coach. You don't tell the GM. Dude, what is that? And it's the most important time of the year. You're in the middle of a wild card race. Now I think they just lost tonight. Now they're 2 games out. Dude, this shit pisses me off. And even Corbin Carroll said it was on the players' minds last night. So it's like you're screwing over the entire team. I don't get it.
Do you think he has just had enough of just living in Arizona?
All right.
Because it's not fun to live there.
Listen, and see, this is also what I don't understand, is they said that he was flying back to Arizona, that he was already getting an MRI in Arizona. And then you hear Arenado got an MRI yesterday in New York or in Boston. So why can't you get an MRI in Boston? And then you just find out now he's on the way back to Phoenix. So, I mean, there's so many weird things going on with this right now, and I don't know if it's a mental thing with him, but I mean, it's a personal thing. It's bullshit is what it is.
Do you think that the team is covering for him because of how
100%
and how good he is?
Yeah. I mean, honestly, if this was anyone else, he's off the team. I just don't get it.
So I was doing some digging into Reddit, because Reddit is the source of all truth, as we all know. So apparently he was slated to play DH yesterday, I believe. Yep. He told the team he was hurt, and they said, you're on the restricted list. Get out of here. And apparently he's been battling knee soreness. I don't know much about it.
So it was I think it was the second game of the Braves that he hurt his knee. He came out halfway through that game, didn't play in the Braves game, the next one, and then he was slated to play DH yesterday, and he just completely dipped out.
So if he's actually hurt, this is a bad look for the Diamondbacks organization. Yeah.
I mean, if he's actually hurt, then yes. But also, why didn't you get, if you were actually hurt, why didn't you get an MRI, 3 days ago? Like, what are we doing? Like, if you were actually hurt, you would get that MRI 3 days ago. You would tell them, like, look, I'm not playing because I'm hurt. And they wouldn't just be like, nah, we're not going to take a look at it. Like,
yeah, man.
There's a whole lot of weird shit going on right now. But all I'm saying is it's the worst possible time of the year. And literally every single game matters right now. And I mean, you could have just blown the whole playoff race, to be honest.
Yeah, the D-backs are in such a tight spot, and especially with the season coming down to an end. I mean, that wild card in that is so tight. There's so many good teams coming up, and it's crazy.
Yeah, I'm looking at the standings right now. So Dodgers are third in the NL West, obviously behind the Dodgers. San Diego Padres.
You mean the D-backs are third?
Yes, the D-backs are third, behind the Dodgers, behind the Padres. And they're on a 3-game losing streak.
Yeah. And I think the Padres, did they win tonight?
On ESPN.com, it says they're 68-59. And the Diamondbacks are 66-61.
How many? Okay.
So it looks like.
But the Marlins have been playing pretty good baseball lately. And they're right there.
Yeah, they are. I'm looking. Let's see. Let's take a look at the wild card, boys.
I can tell you right now.
I was excited a couple weeks ago when the Pirates were in.
Yeah.
What's going on with Paul Skeens? I saw a tweet that says he can't even hit like 98 anymore. What's up with that? Why?
I don't know. It's been like that since. So his first game of the year was awful. He got pulled in the first inning.
Yep.
Versus the Mets, and then after that, he was great. He was back to his MVP form and just absolutely killing it. But these last couple months, I mean, he's been awful, and it's just every time he pitches, it's like, okay, we'll just wait till next game, and till next game, and next game, and he just, I don't know if you saw the photo of him and Livy Dunn on the beach, and he looked a little big.
You think he maybe just chilling a little bit?
They're all big now. Look at Scooball. He's a big boy. He used to be skinny.
Yeah, and so honestly, I have no idea. Hopefully, it's nothing serious. Hopefully, it sounds awful to say, but some sort of injury that they can maybe fix after and then come back to. But
Tommy John. I mean, I feel like
he would
I don't know
that. I think.
I know, but I feel like if you have lost your velocity. Like this whole year, like you just don't have it. Something is wrong with your arm. Yeah. I don't think
if
it's
you
a
go back
mechanics
and
thing.
look, you can see his his pitching mechanics are different.
Yeah,
it's weird. It's a little bit off, and I don't know if that's. I mean, honestly, rotating the ball, a quarter of an inch can give you rise, give you drop, can give you another mile per hour or something. So. I don't know. It's
first off, rotating the ball. That's a pause.
You got to rotate those balls.
Yeah,
he was great. He was
so good.
Yeah. Now look, there's a new king over there, Mizorowski.
Mizorowski's ridiculous
on the Brewers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's great on the show.
He's
got a good show card. So NL wild card right now. Cubs, Phillies, Padres.
Yeah.
Diamondbacks are sitting outside of that, 2 games behind. So my question to you, Chad, for the Diamondbacks, they lost today to Boston. They have another game against Boston tomorrow. Then they have
Cincinnati,
Reds, Cubs, which is going to be huge. So.
Dude, this next month is ridiculous.
Do they make the playoffs? Do they make the wild card?
If Cattell comes back, I think they might. They get Corbin Burns back the first week of September.
You just tell me straight up if they're making it right now. No ifs.
Yes.
Nate, what do you think?
No.
Yeah, I don't see it.
No. I think the Phillies and the Cubs and the Padres will be.
I don't trust the Padres.
Meanwhile, the Cardinals are only
the Cardinals are hot right now.
Yeah, they're a game behind the Diamondbacks right now.
Yeah,
and
the Cardinals
like Nate
are.
Said, the Marlins are up there too.
The Marlins are. But
the
listen
Pirates,
to this. So
outside chance.
The Pirates just got O'Neal Cruz back. We've been missing for about 4 months.
He did hit a tank.
And he hit another home run today. So
yeah. So listen to this month. Okay, so we've got, like you said, Cincinnati. You've got Chicago Cubs. Then you play the Giants, which you should sweep the Giants. The Giants suck. But then you play the Phillies. Then that same month you play Miami, and then you end the month with 3 games at San Diego.
Yeah, man, that's not happening.
So it could. I mean, depending on how you play this month, I mean, you either win those series or you're out of the playoffs.
Yeah, and I think you're out of the playoffs. Unfortunately,
I mean,
I will never. Yeah, I mean, 2 against 1 right here on the pod, and that's why it's great to have an extra person here that isn't a Diamondbacks fan. Good for me, who doesn't really care about baseball but follows the Rangers. The Rangers are still in the AL wild card because they're in a horrible division.
Oh yeah,
and it's so bad.
They could still win the division. They're a game behind. The Astros.
Disgusting.
I can see the D-backs also making it too. I had to get that other opinion. And
anything could happen. Anything could happen. I just think the Diamondbacks have an uphill battle.
It's a very uphill battle. They were number 2 in the wild card at the beginning of last week? And then it's just completely fallen apart.
Yeah.
Well,
and Cattell says I'm out.
Yeah,
he's dipping,
it's
man.
Fucking crazy.
Do you think he's on the team next year?
So this is the issue: is now Cattell has the 10-year tenure. So even if you wanted to trade him, he can be like, nah, I'm not going there, no matter what, anywhere. So he has the ultimate no trade clause. So it would have to be, willing from everyone for him to be traded.
Which I think I could see it. Like, hasn't he wanted to be traded before?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
But I think that if that does happen, then maybe the D-backs don't get what he's worth. The D-backs get way less value. So
yeah. Okay. Cool.
It's better to get someone rather than have a guy who won't play for you. But
yeah,
that's true. But anyways, moving on to the NFL. Free Tony Romo, of course. He's all good.
That's crazy.
Everything's fine. Nothing wrong with a couple of beers with the boys on the golf course. Yeah. I'm just kidding, everybody. But training camp is in full swing. There's a lot of things going on. A little bit, I would say. I'm seeing a lot of clips of Justin Herbert bombing the ball, and honestly, I'm kind of getting sucked into him again.
Whoa.
Because I like Justin Herbert a lot.
Yeah.
I understand the hate and him not being able to win a playoff game ever.
Yeah.
We're going to do our top 5 rankings. So maybe a little spoiler alert for mine. Is there anything going on in your guys' world with the Steelers, with the Cardinals, that's kind of sticking out for you guys? Aaron Rodgers' last dance. Nate, how are you feeling with the Steelers as it stands right now?
So probably the biggest thing for me, I'm 29 years old, and this will be the first year since I was in 4th grade, I want to say, 4th or 5th, without Mike Tomlin. So that's definitely big. I think it was time to let him go. I love Mike Tomlin. I always will. I think he was absolutely great. But I think he was more of a people's coach, a player's coach, rather than X's and O's. And he drove me crazy with some of this time management and just some different things that he did, but I don't know how I feel about Mike McCarthy, so we'll see. I feel like he is Mike Tomlin, just offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, they both seem like those CEO coaches.
Yeah.
That are just like, they know how to manage it. They know how to like get the job done to at least not get fired.
Exactly. But
until it all blows up.
Yeah, and as much as I'm so thankful to not be getting a top 5 draft pick or whatever it is, we are just stuck in purgatory every year. We haven't won a playoff game since 2017, and it is just constant 9-8, 8-8, 10-7 seasons losing first round of the playoffs. And every year I'm like, is this where it turns? And so I'm excited this year. I'm excited for our new additions, Michael Pittman Jr., Rico Dowdle on the offensive side. And Rico. No, but I mean, we did lose Kenneth Gainwell, and I like Kenneth Gainwell a little bit. But Michael Pittman Jr. really helps our awful receiving core. DK I like DK, but I really miss George Pickens. And
George Pickens is a stud.
And Steeler fans will tell you, well, he had problems. DK Metcalf got suspended last year for hitting a fan. So, like,
they all have problems, dude.
Yeah,
it's like it's
being
just
a receiver in the NFL is the most diva job in the world.
Yeah, I mean,
you think Aaron Rodgers?
Look at all of them. Look at Stephon Diggs.
Yeah. Do I think Rodgers plays all year?
Yeah.
No, I don't. So last year he missed a game. He broke his forearm, and he ended up playing through it. He just missed one game, but I don't think so.
Who do you want to see come in?
I would see that's tough because I really liked Will Howard last year and stuff in the preseason stuff. But watching Drew Allar's first game, he looked good. But that's also
good.
I mean, that's also third string guys he's going up against and whoever. But I'm really sick of seeing Mason Rudolph get snaps in the season. I like Rudolph, but you know who he is. He's been in the league for 10 years now. Like, you know exactly what you're going to get with him. He's going to come in for a game. He's not going to, if you're leading the game, he can maybe not throw it for you to where you can hold on to the win, but you need your defense to do something. He's not going to. Yeah. I really want to see a guy come in and just take chances, sling the ball, step in the pocket, do something. Even if you throw a couple picks, like whatever it is, something rather than just play scared, timid, and not play to win. So we'll see.
Yeah. We'll see. Maybe the Steelers, the Steelers need a guy that can go up to Myles Garrett and yell profanities at him. You know what I mean? And get his ass beat. That was crazy, actually, when you think about it.
I was at the airport, and I'll never forget that. And I'm not, whatever, let's say Mason Rudolph did say something. I have no idea. But first off, how does no one else get mad? Like, the Steeler players. But also, no matter what you say to someone, people, I'm sure they say the craziest things to each other on that line of scrimmage, whatever. You can't take your helmet off and hit someone with it. That is like crazy. And it's like, oh, he said this, said that. Maybe he did. I don't think so, and I don't defend that if he did. But I can't imagine that an offensive and defensive line are just like, hey, how's the weather today? I bet you they're yelling some crazy things about each other's wives,
it's nasty
mothers,
shit
like
there.
Just crazy stuff. But you're telling me that something's okay to where you can take your helmet off and shout out to Mike Pouncey. Mike Pouncey, one of my favorite center of all time. Or no, that's his brother. Wow, shows you how much I know. Marquise Pouncey. And he just went and starts punching Myles Garrett. And he loved Ben. Marquise always said that I'll retire when Ben retires. And I can't imagine what Marquise Pouncey would have done to Myles Garrett had that been Ben who got hit.
The Pouncey brothers also well known for being best friends with Aaron Hernandez. So
Christ.
Don't really want to mess with those guys.
Yeah.
You might be dead. Anyways, I saw this one funny thing that we're going to switch subject. We're not switching subject, but we're going to the Falcons because Michael Penix said that
it's so bad.
His doctor that did his ACL surgery said that he has an amazing ACL and he'll never have any more knee problems for the rest of your career. And it's like, why would your doctor say anything else?
Yeah.
Like, man, your ACL is great.
Say that. I didn't see that. That's insane.
I don't believe it. One, because that man, I don't know how much college football lore you guys know, but that man had ACL surgeries on both of his knees at the same time. Like, you know that picture of him in the wheelchair with just both braces on? He's like giving the thumbs up. That man has no knees. He never has had any knees. And now he's in the worst quarterback room in the entire NFL. I just thought that was really funny, and I wanted to say something. Now, quickly on the Panthers, they played the Bills. They look like shit, and here's why they look like shit is because
they're shit.
No, our offensive line, like nobody on the offensive line played. Like our guards didn't play. And
you guys had no guards out there? Just the quarterback or what?
Pretty much. Our depth at the guard position is not good. And I'm one of those people that don't really take any preseason into consideration when it comes to anything. I think it's more of just like evaluating the players that are on the cusp or who you want to keep. That being said, didn't look good.
Yeah.
Like it was nice to see Devin Lloyd and Jalen Phillips out there actually like do things on defense. It's nice to see us actually have a pass rush and linebackers that know what they're doing, especially without having one after pretty much Luke left. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like we had Shaq Thompson for a couple years and that was about it. But I'm not really taking anything into consideration. I will say it's giving me flashbacks because Bryce has never been good. Like he hasn't even had like a solid drive in the preseason since he came into the league, and that has bled into the regular season. I've said this a million times where our first 3 games, you're like, why is this dude like, what is going on? And this is his prove it year. So yeah, and this is his prove it year. So tighten up, Bryce, please.
Has he not looked good at all this preseason?
I mean, he's only played like
this
2
one game.
series.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like whatever. He had like 20 yards passing and then he was out.
Take preseason with a grain of salt because I watched Kenny Pickett look like prime Joe Montana.
We watched Haynes King look like Cam Newton.
King looked like an all pro.
And the thing is like Chad watches Carson Beck play.
Yeah.
And he's
Superstar.
like, yeah, this dude's going to be the shit. And I'm like, yeah, dude, you're playing against the Panthers 4th stringers.
Yeah.
You're playing against like Amazon drivers next week.
Yeah, but don't let Reid fool you if it was anyone else. He was talking the same shit about Haynes King, but we obviously
Haynes
don't
King
need
played great. And you know what? He had let's be honest, compared to Carson Beck, no expectations.
Yeah.
No expectations.
Yeah,
Carson Beck, at least Haynes King was all he did was running at Georgia Tech.
Dude, that's
Carson Beck took his team to
the ball like that.
Carson Beck took his team to the national championship. He at least had some expectations. He was good. He was good at Georgia. He took that team. So I think it's preseason. It's great. Like you can see, okay, Carson Beck has flashes. Haynes King might be a diamond in the rough, but you don't know. Like, that's why you have guys like Kenny Pickett who could at least come in and do something. But
are the Panthers going to win the division this year?
100%. The Panthers are winning the division.
He has no doubt.
I will put.
I think the Saints.
Yeah, it's like everybody's all on this Tyler Shuck hype train for some reason. It's like Jordan Tyson isn't even going to play for the first 2 months.
Yeah, that's upsetting.
I don't think. I don't see it. I don't see it in their defense. Like I know they got better. It is a division that's always up in the air. It seems like I think the Bucs are just going down, especially because they're not giving Baker that contract, and I think that's going to cause some tension.
Yep.
And also, I don't know. I think the Panthers are set up to at least win the division.
Same. I just kind of wanted to say I've been hearing a lot about the Saints.
Yeah, I mean,
I just wanted to kind of.
There's a lot of people. I think if it was one of those things where it was like, if we picked a top 2, and I think that's what I did. Like me and Chad did this a while ago. We should probably redo it, but I had the Panthers Saints. Like it was Panthers Saints. I think I might have had the Saints 3rd and the Bucs 2nd.
I'm not sold high on Baker. I like Baker.
Yeah,
but I think what was it, 2 years ago? Everyone thought he was like top whatever. I thought it was just
He's
a lot
reached
of
his apex, I
overrated.
think. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's reached his apex. And I think it's the decline is happening. Like, I don't think he's one of those quarterbacks that is like a Matthew Stafford that can play until he's 40.
Do you think that'll happen with Sam Darnold too? Or do you think Sam Darnold can get better?
I think this is Sam Darnold's apex too. I don't know. I can't see him getting any better. I mean, he had a really good year last year. He's also on the best team in the league, in my opinion, with the best defense in the league. It's very not. I'm not saying it's easy, but it's a lot. Your job is a lot easier as a quarterback when you do have the best defense in the league. Look at Peyton Manning in 2015 when that Broncos went to the Super Bowl against the Panthers. And
that
he
man
had
struggled
to
throw the ball 30 yards.
He had a noodle arm that whole year. He couldn't throw the ball, but you have one of the best defenses of all time, and it really helps. So
it still should have been the Steelers that year.
Were they in the AFC Championship game that year?
No, they lost.
Or was it the Patriots?
The Patriots. They lost to the Broncos in the divisional game when Fitzgerald Toussaint fumbled it. That was the year that Vontaze Burfict alone hurt Ben's shoulder. And then Antonio Brown was out because that's when he got hit and got the concussion. And he also tore Le'Veon Bell's ACL in the regular season that year.
Jesus.
So,
that was a crazy year. Wait, that was the hit. Antonio Brown was like going across the middle and he like put his shoulder into his head.
Yep. That was the wild card game.
Oh, I didn't even know that was a wild card game.
Yeah, that was the wild card game. And Ben even went out, and then he came back because the Bengals got the ball, and all they had to do was basically knee it. And then Ryan Shazier forced a fumble.
Oh my God, Ryan Shazier!
Yeah, Ryan Shazier forced a fumble. Ben came back from the locker room, and the only reason we won that game is because Brown got hit. That's a 15-yard penalty, and then Joey Porter was one of our coaches, and Pac-Man Jones was in his face, and that was another 15-yard penalty. So they got 30 yards, and then our kicker comes in and ices and wins the game off of it. Yeah,
those teams were full of like crazy fucking dudes,
legit, psychos.
Pac-Man Jones is a murderer.
Yeah.
Like
yes.
Also, I just want to say this
was insane.
Yeah,
he was
ASU legend,
one of the dirtiest players of all time. Yeah, he came from a school where I guess they didn't learn much about just like
etiquette. You think ASU? You think we're learning anything there?
No, very high acceptance rate over there.
Yeah,
no learning, but not even winning football games. Like pick something.
It's true. It's true.
Settle down there.
So last thing before we'll talk about the Cardinals, Chad, and what you think about it.
Sorry.
I just want to say, like, talking about the Steelers, I hate Ryan Clark. And
God, dude, I can't stand Ryan Clark.
I love him as a player.
That's all I want to say. He's annoying.
I agree.
He's so annoying.
So annoying.
Okay, Chad. Cardinals. Yeah. What's going on with them? Anything sticking out?
You know, I think the obvious thing that probably most of us know is Jeremiah Love, tweaked his ankle, which they said he's going to be fine. Basically, like if he could have went back out. So they're shutting him down for the rest of the preseason, which I'm fine with because I saw enough after that first game. Carson Beck, he probably could have played too. I think it's just a lingering rib issue. But what really hurts is Chase Basantis, who was a guard that I thought probably could come in and start over Isaiah Adams, just got his knee absolutely destroyed. It was disgusting. And then Caleb Proctor. So you got 4 of your draft picks all technically out. And so, it's not great, but at the end of the day, Jeremiah Love, I think, is going to be fine, and Carson Beck is going to be fine. It just sucks to see Basantis go down because that was one of my, kind of later draft picks that I thought was going to be really good, as well as Caleb Proctor. But, I don't know, man. I'm looking forward to watching the offense play. I'm not looking forward to watching the defense play because I think the defense is still going to be ass. like hot garbage. I don't know why Nick Rawlis is still the defensive coordinator, if I'm being honest. I don't know. I'm not too high on the Cardinals this year. I think no one is. And I mean, this is going to be another year where it's just basically watch them, see, how well they play on offense, and pray to God that either Carson Beck is your savior or you get one of the top 3 picks and your defense gets better. But yeah, that's basically it.
Yeah, that doesn't sound fun to me. At least our teams have something to look forward to. I did want to ask you guys this question, and I was trying to think of the way to put this. I think it would be interesting though. If you guys had to start an NFL franchise right now, and I'm looking at kind of some of our most recent Hall of Fame inductees for our teams. So let's start with if you had to start a franchise right now and you had to choose Larry Fitzgerald, Luke Kuechly, Troy Polamalu, who are you picking to start your franchise with? Nate, let's start with you.
Oh, man, that's a tough one. I'm definitely biased, but I'm going to go and say Troy.
That's insane.
Troy Polamalu. I will say, I'll talk about
that's crazy.
Larry, one of the best receivers of all time, but I don't see him being better than Antonio Brown as a receiver. But
whoa! Clip that shit. That was one of the most insane statements I've ever heard.
No,
I mean, it's not even close. Larry clears him in everything.
No, he does. I think most people agree with me. You clip that. I think most people listening to this will agree that who is a better receiver. Career
That's
is
insane.
different. Career is different. But you want to talk about who is a better receiver? It's Antonio Brown.
So you take Antonio Brown over Larry Fitzgerald straight up, just any day of the week.
Any day of the week. It's not even close.
This is nuts.
Whoa,
that's the craziest shit I've ever heard.
Antonio Brown did in his prime, but anyway.
Yes. I mean,
did you see what Larry did with backup quarterbacks who
Kurt Warner's
can never stay in the league more than a year?
Kurt Warner's a Super Bowl champion. I don't know.
Kurt Warner's not a
John Skelton, Ryan Lindley, Kevin Cobb. What are we talking about?
How many games did he play with Kevin Cobb?
Years.
Oh my gosh, no way! It's not years.
With Kevin Cobb, it had to only been a couple.
Kevin Cobb, I think it was 2 years. Before that, it was
okay.
But anyway, sorry.
So no.
This
is actually interesting because I want to talk about it. So Larry Fitzgerald has 263 games played. Antonio Brown 146.
146. Okay.
146. So over 100 less, and he has Antonio Brown 12,291 receiving yards to Larry's 17,492 with over 100 games less played. Average Antonio Brown a game receiving yards 84, Larry 66. Reception touchdowns, Larry 121, Antonio Brown 83. Listen, it is crazy when like Nate says it, like it sounds crazy because Larry Fitzgerald is Larry Fitzgerald, and like you remember
Pit legend,
those, and you remember those highlights of him on the Super Bowl run, and even in those playoffs against like the Packers and all of that. Like,
I can't wait.
He would
playoffs way different.
Don't even get me started.
No,
on playoffs.
Nobody might be.
Larry clears everyone in playoffs.
But Larry doesn't have a thing that Antonio Brown has on his finger. That AB has a ring, Larry does not.
Well, Larry would if Larry, the ref got it right.
Wait. Antonio Brown has a ring with who?
The Bucks.
And fuck out of here.
He caught a pass in that Super Bowl, and
stop.
He also
no, you can't. We can't.
He caught a touchdown. He has a touchdown in the Super Bowl.
So does Larry. Well, here's the thing: it's like Larry Fitzgerald. It's okay. This is a
let me just tell you the 22 quarterbacks Larry Fitzgerald has played with: Josh McCown, Sean King, John Navarre, Kurt Warner, Tim Rattay, Matt Leinart, Brian St. Pierre, Derek Anderson, Kevin Cobb, Max Hall, John Skelton, Richard Bartell, Brian Hoyer, Ryan Lindley, Carson Palmer, Drew Stanton, Blaine Gabbert, Josh Rosen, Sam Bradford, Brett Huntley, Mike Glennon, Kyler Murray. I don't want to hear shit.
Well, here's the thing: is you can say that Larry chose to stay in Arizona.
Yeah, like, and he still has the second most receiving yards of all time.
Yeah, well, I'm not even talking about that. You're right. You named a lot of crazy quarterbacks. Some were for a couple games, and you don't want to talk about that. Antonio Brown played with Landry Jones and stuff. So, like, all I'm saying is that if you're taking a receiver, I think most people listening will agree with me. Antonio Brown for 6 years averaged, I might be wrong, averaged like 1,482 yards, which is like Larry's best year. And like 10.6 touchdowns. That's what he averaged for 6 years. And I get it. It's a different era too. It's a different era and stuff. So then I want to ask this. Where does Big Ben then rank on your list? If he's played with bad quarterbacks, Larry's best seasons were with Kurt Warner. Is Big Ben better than Kurt Warner?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, easily he is.
Yeah, I believe he is.
Okay. All right. That's fair.
I don't know. Here's the thing.
I don't like Big Ben at all.
I don't think Ben Roethlisberger is a Hall of Famer.
Do what?
I don't.
You don't think Big Ben's a Hall of Famer?
He's first ballot.
That's crazy.
First ballot.
First ballot's a little bit nuts. Okay,
How?
But I think he's a Hall of Famer.
He's got 2 Super Bowls.
Eli Manning has 2 Super Bowls.
I think Eli Manning's a Hall of Famer.
I don't.
Eli Manning does have 2. Ben's been to 3. He has 2. He's top 5 in wins all time.
But here's the thing: is like we're talking about rings, like these things. Like I understand they do matter, but it's like if I had to take somebody in their prime for 1 year, if I had to take Cam Newton versus Ben Roethlisberger, I'm taking Cam Newton.
No, that's so bad.
His best year.
So bad. That's so
where
bad.
he won. Like has Ben Roethlisberger won MVP?
No, but you take MVP. You saw Cam Newton in the Super Bowl with a loose ball, and he dove away. Big Ben led his team down 90 yards and scored one of the greatest passing touchdowns of all time.
But the question was, who would you pick for 1 year at their height? It's Cam Newton.
No.
It's MVP Cam Newton. He was unstoppable. Nobody could stop him. And if you put Cam Newton on a team that had any other receivers other than Ted Ginn and Jericho Cotchery and like an offensive line that knew what they were doing, that's what I'm saying. It's like, anyway.
And if you want to talk about offensive line, Big Ben's offensive line versus Cardinals was like ranked 31st in the league that year. They were awful.
Okay, so you want to hear, listen to this. Big Ben's best year, threw for 4,952 yards, 32 tuds, 9 picks with a passer rating of 103.3. Obviously didn't rush, butt cheeks. Cam Newton's best year was actually the year after. He threw for 3,800, 35 tuds, 10 picks with a 99.4 with 636 rushing yards and 10 tuds.
Fair. Now, but there's also
MVP.
an eye test to this. Okay, fair. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I mean, if you go off that, I just have to see what Chad says. Because if he says he'd take Cam Newton, then you're easily taking Brown over Larry for 1 year.
I wanted to say this. I wanted to say this. Yes, if I'm like, I can't remember. And Chad, you might have to jog my memory. I can't remember growing up a year where everybody was like Larry Fitzgerald is the best receiver in the league.
Larry Fitzgerald still doesn't get recognition.
Okay,
that's one of the best.
But that's it.
Chad. I agree with Chad. He also he played in
if Larry went anywhere else, he would easily be more recognized. But it's because he spent his whole time here. If he went somewhere else, had the same exact career, and went anywhere else, it'd be a whole different story.
It's hard for me to think about that because I think about Calvin Johnson on the Lions, who what did they make the playoffs once? Like they made the wild card once.
Calvin
with him.
Johnson is another level of human, though.
Yeah, but it's but we're talking about like Larry Fitzgerald, Hall of Famer, Calvin Johnson, Hall of Famer. They were both at the top of their games, obviously, for a really long time, and both in organizations that didn't win a lot.
Correct.
So why is Calvin Johnson so different? Is it because he just had Matt Stafford chucking him the ball 400 times a game?
I mean, probably. Who else? What was the other receivers on that Lions team? It was just Calvin.
Like Nate Burleson?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I have to go and look.
For a long time, you had Anquan next to Larry, who was taking up a lot of catches, and then Steve Breston, who was good.
Well,
so it's not like Larry wasn't force fed the ball. That's the difference too.
I will say,
and like on the Steelers, AB was force fed the ball.
Yeah, until Juju Boo Boo Smith-Schuster.
I wouldn't say AB was force fed the ball. I wouldn't say that because they had Le'Veon Bell for a lot of his prime too. I mean,
Antonio Brown was force fed, but he the difference is he caught him. He's the only receiver I think ever 5 or 6 straight years with over 100 catches. He broke Reggie Wade's. Like, he was targeted a lot, but he was also catching and moving the chains. Like, he was double teamed. He was nuts. I will say, I think Larry does get a short end of the stick, even though the Lions were awful. Something about Arizona sports.
Everything Arizona.
Which I'm okay with. I hate Arizona sports, so I love it. But like, it's the same with Devin Booker, and like they don't get the recognition they deserve. And I will say, Megatron, like he had the year where he got the 1,900 yards before everyone else was putting up.
That was nuts.
But Larry did it consistently forever, and like he was just like a consistent, So Larry Fitzgerald also was on the back end of Randy Moss, and Andre Johnson was real good for a couple of years. So it's kind of hard to.
It was like prime wide receiver when Larry was there.
But Larry's 2008 playoff run in that year, like,
it was nuts. It's legendary.
I think people called him the best receiver in the league that year. No question, I would say.
I think hands down, people know he's the best postseason wide receiver of all time, but it doesn't translate to his career.
No. And the more I think about it, the more I'm like, damn, I might take AB for 1 year, like in his prime.
If it's for 1 year, come on, But also that's hard because
it also depends on how you want to play too. They're completely different play styles.
I don't know, man. I think you put AB on any team, he's cooking.
You put Larry on it. Could you imagine Larry and Big Ben? That shit would be nuts.
Oh yeah,
it wouldn't. It'd
be nuts.
But it wouldn't. I don't think it would even touch the levels of Antonio Brown.
Oh, I think it would by far wipe it out.
No.
Yes, Larry was that good. He didn't drop anything.
He was, but he wasn't as good as
AB though.
Yeah, I don't think he was as good. Antonio Brown was like.
Antonio Brown was absolutely a nut, and then he ended up going nuts. But he was like absolutely by far. But anyway, for your original question, I just say Troy. I'm biased, but Luke Kuechly, I think he was just such a short career, and they had that. But you said starting your team now. I don't know if anyone's ever come in and done what Luke Kuechly has done to like the start of his career and the difference that he was just absolutely nuts. I just like Troy. He's just so soft spoken, and he was very he played his own way. He was very you watch some of his interceptions and like his tackles before they can even hand the ball off, and he was just clutch. He has a clutch pick six in the AFC Championship game in 2008, a clutch regular season to make the playoffs versus the Ravens in 2010. He was very just his jump over the line of scrimmage on the Titans, he was just a different guy. But I don't think he's the best safety of all time. I think he's.
I was gonna say, would you rather him or Ed Reed?
Ed Reed.
Oh yeah, 100%. I like Troy better, but because I like Troy. But if who's better? Yeah, Ed Reed was nuts.
So obviously, if I had to pick between Larry Fitzgerald, Luke Kuechly, and Troy Polamalu, I'm picking Luke Kuechly. We all know why. I mean, he was the greatest linebacker I've ever seen play in my life. And we've all seen the clips of him. He just knew everything before it happened.
Yeah, before it even happened.
Yeah.
And watching him, it was so weird because you were like, this doesn't seem like this is how normal people play football. Because he was just always on the play or always making an interception or always doing those things. Johnson. What?
Got shook by David Johnson.
Do we
Looked
want
like
to
a
talk
fool.
about the Panthers versus the Cardinals in the NFC Championship game in
You want to talk about the Super
2015?
Bowl?
Do you want to talk about a Super Bowl? Do you want to talk about the Steelers Cardinals Super Bowl?
Let's do
Hey,
it.
at least we didn't run away from the ball.
Yeah, that is crazy. You cannot say Cam Newton better than Ben with running away from the ball. There's no chance.
He's just better. His his MVP season was better than any Ben season ever. I don't care about a Super Bowl ring. I don't care about anything.
You don't
anybody
care about
with a brain would take Cam Newton's MVP season over any season of Ben Roethlisberger.
Fair. But I'm talking about who's better all time, and who's even better.
Well, all time Ben Roethlisberger.
But also, you said you don't care about a ring because you're a Panthers fan. I get it, but like as someone who's seen my team win multiple Super Bowls.
When you were like 8, I don't even remember. Like
I was in 6th grade when they beat the Cardinals.
Oh,
and
sorry.
I remember that day
12.
to this date.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Anyways, I'm picking Luke Kuechly. Obviously, homer pick. I get it, but
it's a good pick.
Anyways, Chad, who are you picking?
This might shock you, but I'm picking Luke Kuechly.
Yeah,
I just think linebacker is it's a more important spot than a wide receiver. I mean, you build your defense around one of the best linebackers of all time with how little he played. I mean, he was absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah,
so,
he was crazy.
I'd go Luke Kuechly.
Okay, so quick question for you guys. It might turn into a debate, but I just want one of the names. Okay, Larry Fitzgerald or Calvin Johnson?
Calvin Johnson.
Calvin Johnson.
He's one of the
I have
receivers.
to. I can't. Like,
there's only a handful of receivers
career-wise, if I'm
Maybe
going
Charles
one game, give me Calvin. Career-wise, give me Larry all day.
Okay, if you could have one receiver for one game,
Calvin Johnson. Dude, I might take Calvin Johnson if I was
over anyone.
Like if
I think I'd take Calvin. I think I'd take Calvin over Jerry Rice.
I think I'd take Randy.
I'd take Randy. I was going to say Randy would be my number one.
Randy. Yeah.
Randy
Moss would be
was
my number one.
Just yeah.
Calvin might be number 2.
Human. Yeah, it could be 1A, 1B Randy Calvin.
So interesting. I want to backtrack on the Ben Roethlisberger thing about him not being a first ballot Hall of Famer. I think he'll be a Hall of Famer. I don't think he's first ballot.
Was Kurt Warner first ballot?
I think so. I thought so. No?
I don't think so.
Because listen to how crazy these stats are. Kurt Warner, 124 games played, 32,344 yards, 208 touchdowns, career passer rating 93 with a 65.5 completion.
He was not first ballot, by the way. Third year of eligibility for Kurt Warner.
This is Big Ben. 249 games, so over 100 more games. But he had 64,000 yards, 418 touchdowns, passer rating of 93.5 with a 64.5 percentage. I mean, those are crazy stats.
And I will say, I could talk about Ben all day long. How many hours? You want to? I have a hat signed by Big Ben that says N8. That's how I say my name, Nate Believe. And he actually signed it after they beat the Ravens before they played the Cardinals. I never met him. When my dad worked with a guy who did it. All my friends say that my dad signed the hat. Who knows? But but it's signed by Big Ben. But he did have the defenses. I'll say that. But
his defense is crazy.
But we used to run the ball. We used to pass the ball maybe 3 or 4 times in the second half early in his career. But he still is tied for the most perfect passer rating games of all time with Peyton Manning. And the thing about Ben is his numbers were never the prettiest. But in game-winning drives, he's top 5 in wins. There's not a handful of quarterbacks you would want in that 2-minute drill more than Big Ben. I mean, shrugging off tackles and leading a team down to win. And I get it. He didn't always have the prettiest, off-field stuff or on-field stuff.
Yeah.
But he definitely, like, when you're talking a football player to come down and win you a football game, you can talk about the defense all you want. I mean, there's always a number 1 defense in the league. There's great. But to go to 3 Super Bowls and win 2 and just, I don't know, that 90-yard drive versus the Cardinals with less than 2 minutes to go. I mean,
where they didn't score.
I have that pictured 1,000 times on my phone. that offensive line was ranked like 30th or 31st that year.
Also, let's get this right. The Cardinals played the dumbass prevent defense that loses you the game every fucking time. Reid knows. We can't stand that shit.
Yeah,
the prevent defense ruins games.
Oh, it's awful. And so what happened was he told the offensive line, like, you guys have been ridiculed all year. Let's go out and let's make a statement. And the very first play of that last drive, actually, was literally an offensive holding. Also, earlier in the game, Big Ben throws a pass on 3rd and 10 to Hines Ward, first down, would have sealed the game, but it's an offensive holding call in the end zone. So that results in a safety. Cardinals get the ball back 2 plays later. That's Larry's like 60-yard touchdown. So
one of the greatest things I've ever
and
seen.
Everyone says like James Harrison won the Steelers that game. I hate that.
Oh yeah, Kurt Warner, great throw.
Yeah,
I
get that changes the game. But at the end of the day, the Steelers were losing with a minute 40 to go on their own 10-yard line. Not a lot of quarterbacks are leading that drive and winning the game.
It's just like, I understand that he went to 3 Super Bowls and won 2. But the last Super Bowl they were in was what year?
2010. Versus the
Okay.
Packers.
Okay. So I was 15 years old, 16. And then it was just like mediocrity after that, team wise. Like, yeah, he was getting his stats up.
Exactly. But the defense was awful. But his offense was great. His offense was nuts.
I know. It's just like
they did make the AFC Championship. He's made the AFC Championship 5 times. I don't know. What do you think about like the Patriots Spygate? I don't know how seriously you take that, but Big Ben's rookie year, he didn't lose a game, and he lost to the Patriots in the AFC Championship.
Yeah, I mean, they straight up they did cheat. Yeah. I mean, it's just one of those things. It's kind of like, I don't know. For some reason, I feel like I take the Astros stuff more seriously than Spygate.
Yeah, that's fair.
I don't know why, but I don't also hate I hate Tom Brady and I hate the Patriots.
Same,
they did Spygate, Deflategate, like all of that stuff. And I think like
Deflategate's that big. I just hate him.
Yeah, and also I mean, I don't know. You take Tom Brady off of those teams, like, are they doing anything ever?
Nothing.
I was a big believer in like, I don't think Bill Belichick was like,
no.
Everybody thinks
the
he
best
is. So this might be a hot take, but I don't think he was like the greatest thing ever.
Without Brady, they ain't shit.
No, most people don't even know Bill Belichick used to be the coach for the Browns.
Yeah,
and he did nothing.
No,
I think Peyton Manning's better than Brady all time, but
well, that's a topic for another. That's a topic for another day.
Yeah.
But also, like, and now Bill Belichick's at UNC, and that first year was horrible. So I don't know. Maybe he's just that's what he was. He was a Tom Brady system head coach. Okay, real quick, let's do our top 5 quarterback lists for this year. Chad, do you want to start?
Sure. So I'll go with, this is in no particular order. I just put them down.
Okay.
But, and then, yeah. So I'll just go Pat Mahomes. I want to put him on, like, I feel like I have to put Pat Mahomes on there. I don't know if he's going to be healthy coming off the knee, but from the history, he's one of the best quarterbacks I've ever seen. So I'm going Pat Mahomes, Josh Allen, Matt Stafford. I'm putting Justin Herbert in there. And then for me, it was a battle kind of between Joe Burrow and Lamar Jackson. And it's hard for me to put Burrow in there because the man just can't play all year. But when he's in there, he's one of the top 5, absolutely. But Lamar Jackson, let's say in the regular season, you can't deny how good he is.
All right. Decent list. Nate?
That's kind of funny. I kind of made mine in order, and it's basically the exact same list that Chad has. So we'll see. But I have Herbert actually at number 5.
Yeah.
I really like Justin Herbert. I think he's going to be great.
I think Justin Herbert pops off this year. I really do. Yeah. So, Reid, what do you got?
Wait, go ahead, Nate. Keep going.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
And then 4, I will say is I hate doing it so much, but is Matt Stafford. Matt Stafford's been good lately. I'm not a Matt Stafford fan. Never really have been, but he has just been real good these last couple of years. So,
and it's crazy with the age he is too.
Yeah, and he's just aged like fine wine. Maybe him 5 and Herbert 4. But then I have Lamar Jackson at 3. I think Lamar's great. I think Lamar's one of the best quarterbacks. The playoff things is something, but also this is his first year with a new offensive coordinator. The last 2 times that's happened to him, he's won MVP. So, and we're going off this year, so we'll see what they do. And after their disappointing end of the season last year, I think he's going to be good. Number 2, I would like to have one, like you said, but is Mahomes. We'll see with the knee. I don't think there's 5 quarterbacks in the history of the game at their absolute best who are better than Pat Mahomes. He is just he's nuts to have that. And then number 1, Josh Allen. I think he has more of a playoff woes than Lamar, or should be. You know, he's great, but I think Josh Allen, just as a running quarterback throwing, I remember him getting drafted too, and people just thought he was not going to be good.
Yeah.
And all this stuff.
Is this I need to get your take on this for both of you. Does Lamar Jackson have some of the least memorable MVP seasons? Because I think of MVP and I don't think Lamar Jackson.
I have a hot take, but I don't know. I don't want to say it in front of Reid. And I've actually said this for years, not just because I'm on now. I think Lamar's first MVP is better than Cam's first MVP.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. Cam's 2015 was, and I can't stand it.
It was all
Cam
time.
Newton, was insane.
And
he could not be stopped.
Yeah, nobody could stop him.
It was absolutely nuts. But Lamar's the best rushing quarterback of all time, I would say. He has the stats for it. And
that's why he won MVP.
But Lamar, his 36 passing touchdowns with only 6 interceptions, while also 1,200 rushing yards. I mean, he was just on another level.
Yeah, that's also crazy. It's just not something that I remember.
It was like Cam's MVP season was something that everybody can think back, and you're like, okay, no defense, he was like a god amongst men.
It was just
season.
Dominant.
It was insane.
That's what it was.
It was the most insane thing I've ever seen in a quarterback in my entire life, or really a player. I wish we won the Super Bowl because that would have been the culmination of it. But I mean, there's no I see your argument. Lamar Jackson.
Cam Newton is that. I will give you that too. I think his is more memorable and has that. But I've always been a Lamar fan.
I'm not saying Lamar's MVP years wasn't good. I'm just saying it's just not very memorable.
And I think maybe it might not be as memorable just because they haven't made the Super Bowl with him yet. Yeah. Maybe if they made a Super Bowl run that year, things are just different.
Yeah.
And the Ravens are always a good team. They have good coaching, a good defense, and they're always like that. The Panthers have a good history too, especially in the early 2000s. They kind of have that, but they really once they got Cam, he turned that franchise around.
Yeah.
Lamar was the 31st overall pick, I believe, or 30th.
Yeah.
Cam Newton was number 1. He came in his first game versus the Cardinals and just
he went crazy.
And then he turned that team around. He won the
single-handedly.
15-1. So that Cam Newton is so. But those are my top 5 quarterbacks.
Cool. I'll get into mine really quickly. But first, my hot take about Lamar Jackson, that whole thing is I think he should. I don't think Josh Allen should have won MVP in 2024 over Lamar Jackson. No. So that's just me. I feel like that was a DEI MVP for Josh Allen.
DEI.
I don't get it. So my quarterbacks, this is no particular order, kind of in a particular order, I guess, but Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes, Dak Prescott.
Damn.
Oh, okay.
That's
I don't know, man. I just think if he's healthy,
he puts up sneaky numbers.
If he's healthy, and I really like George Pickens, and I really I think he has the weapons, for him to pop, and I think they will. I don't know how many games they're gonna win, but I think a lot of people forget how well he was playing last year, where he was actually in the MVP race for a little bit. I think that continues, and I think now that he has had George Pickens for a full year and all of these kinds of things. I don't know. Was he there for a full year last year?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
But it was his first year, right?
It was his first year. He had a great
first
season.
full year.
He had 1,400 yards and like 9 touchdowns.
Dude, George Pickens was great.
Yeah,
George
so
Pickens, I think, is going to be better than CD in the next
yeah,
year.
I agree. I can see it.
Yeah,
so,
I think we all agree on that.
Yeah, and then last is Herbert for me.
Yeah.
I like Joe Burrow. I just think he's hurt all the time, and like
that's the problem with him.
Yeah, I think he's overrated too, and so
yeah. All right, cool. Rankings now, Chad. I don't know if you have to go or if we want to do our game draft or just wait.
We can do the draft real quick. I mean, the kids are already passed out. So
Nate, do you want to stay?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So we're gonna quickly do our top sports games draft. Me and Chad are going to go back and forth. We're going to pick 5 games that we think are some of the best sports games in our opinion in our lifetime that we have played. Since I'm a gracious podcast host, I'm going to give Chad the floor for the first pick.
So the first pick for me,
I kind of want to join this. But...
Yeah, I mean, you can if you want.
You can if you want.
I'll go third if you guys don't care.
I think I like this game better. So I'm going to go Madden 04 with my pick.
That's a good pick. It's a good pick. Okay. Madden 04 for Chad. Nate, I'll let you go second if you want. So I can get my back-to-back.
Well, I don't know if I'm going to do this right.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? Well, just pick your favorite sports games.
Well, I like
you don't have to. If you don't want
to. Mario Super Sluggers, but I don't know what that is.
Listen.
You ever play Mario
It's a sports game.
It's a sports game. Is that your pick?
That or... What's the one? The NFL Street.
It's a good one.
Which one are you choosing?
Yeah, you got to choose one.
I can't think of the year. It's the one with I believe it's Ricky Williams on the cover.
This piece of shit.
I know.
That's just the first one, right?
Yeah, it's just NFL Street.
Yeah, it's just NFL Street.
I hate you so much.
Okay, Nate.
You pulled that out of your ass. That pisses me off.
No,
Nate has NFL Street. My number one is NBA Street Volume 2.
Okay, that's a good game.
Okay. So, and then I have the first pick in the second round.
Yeah.
So, it's going to be NFL Blitz.
Damn. Okay.
Because I had so much fun as a kid playing those games.
Yep.
Okay, Nate, you're up again.
NBA Jam on Fire Edition.
Wow.
Okay.
I used to play that game with Amari Stoudemire.
Yep.
On the Knicks and Carmelo Anthony, and that was just
All right, Chad.
This next game is what got me into playing basketball online, and it's NBA Live 08. The live run on that game was so much fun. I mean, that's what every time I see or hear anything about NBA Live coming back, it's a dream. I need it.
It's a good one. All right, you got the next pick in the third round.
Yeah. Okay. And then I'm going to go with NCAA basketball 08, Kevin Durant.
It's another good pick. I miss those games.
Yep. Come on, EA.
Okay. Nate? Yep.
NHL 14.
Ooh.
NHL 14, interesting.
Big.
Was that
big NHL guy.
I think that was the last year with the Connected franchise. Something like that.
Probably. I miss Connected franchise.
I can't wait. It's coming back.
The mechanics on that game, like we used to play that game, and it was just absolutely.
Nate, you got to get it. Connected franchise coming back this year.
Coming back this year?
Mm-hmm.
It is. That's not an ad. Okay. So my pick. Oh, this is tough.
Yeah.
I'm going to go NCAA 14, NCAA football 14.
Dang. Yep.
Oh,
That's a great pick.
Because I don't know if it's like the thing where it was the last one before we came back, but I love that game. And that's where I really got like heavy into dynasty mode and like actually understood how to play it. Next one, kind of a funny one, but I played this so much. Wii Sports.
The Wii Sports baseball.
Yep.
Oh God.
I love the bowling. I love the baseball. I had some really good times playing that game.
Isn't it crazy we were there for like the dawn of that?
Yeah, it's actually insane. It was so fun. Okay. Nate, you're up.
Then we did that. I mean, Mario Super Sluggers.
Okay.
Mario Super Sluggers.
Put that on there.
Wii. With my friends, you have the double jump and Mario Super Sluggers. Teeny Parada had a 10 power hit, and man, that thing was a home run every time if you got it. But if you had chemistry in your outfield, like Baby Mario, Baby Toad, they could do the double jump and snap.
Oh man,
yeah, that's great. Yeah, that game was
a good pick.
I just thought of another game. And
all right, Chad, you got this pick, and then your last pick. Yep.
Fuck. Okay. Dang. I'm gonna have to go nostalgia here, and I just thought about it, but it's backyard baseball.
Oh yeah, nice,
classic.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Okay, so that's it, and then
Pablo.
This next one's gonna be hard, because should I tell you the three that I'm trying to debate between?
No, you need to tell me what you're gonna pick, and then we can talk about it afterwards.
Okay. I want to go nostalgia. It's going to be crazy if I don't pick a baseball game. But you know what? I'm going to go. I think it was MLB The Show. It was 16 or 17. It was one of the 15, 16, 17. It was one of those. I can't remember the exact year, but that's when I first started getting into it. And I think it was that first year was when I started playing online with Andrew, and that's got me into the show. Also, I remember you and I playing that damn game a long time ago.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, dude.
We made Reid Harris. I remember that.
Reid Harris.
We played
That's what I'm
show.
saying. Yes.
Whoa, when was that?
That was your first
dude,
MLB The Show.
That was a long time ago because I was still living in Arizona.
Yeah.
Wasn't I? So that was that had to have been like 2000.
No, actually, I think you might have been in North Carolina.
Maybe.
No, you had to have been. Yeah.
But I think it was before 15, 16, 17 when we were playing.
Was it?
I don't even know when the first MLB The Show came out. Anyways.
I don't know. Yeah, MLB The Show.
But okay, good pick. All right, Nate, last pick. What you got?
2K14.
Yep, I knew that was coming.
Yeah, 2K14 was great. I think one of the last good 2Ks.
Yep.
I think it was. I think 16, in my opinion, might have been the last good one. We'll see if is it 27 this year?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, good pick.
Reid.
Okay. This is tough for me because oh man. I think I'm gonna go. And you guys tell me if this is considered a sport or not.
I know I
would consider it. Well, I was gonna say Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2.
Pro Skater 2.
Oh, yeah.
that was the one I was trying to choose between.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I mean, that game. Talk about putting in hours.
Game, dude.
And then like honorable mentions we can go through if you guys have any. My honorable mentions are SSX 3.
Yeah.
I love like all the EA Sports big
Tricky
games, but yeah, Tricky was great. The other one I had on here was Tony Hawk's Underground 2 because that was one of my favorites. I also liked Underground. Did you guys have any honorable mentions?
Nate?
I mean, you talk about if this is sport. I don't know. I know Chad kind of likes the racing, but as a kid, I played Dirt to Daytona.
Yeah, that's a sport, dude. I forgot about
NASCAR?
MX versus ATV.
MX versus ATV.
Yeah. You started
my
off in the
God.
dirt tracks, and then you went modified racing, Bush, and NASCAR, and it was great. I loved it. I loved
awesome.
the NASCAR. And
I spent so many hours playing NASCAR too. But the
That's
other
great.
thing I was going to say is it's so new that I couldn't put it in my top 5. But that NCAA 25 was it. I mean, it was
it's life
crazy to say,
changing.
but it almost gives me like chills talking about it.
It was so fun.
Because when it came back, dude, it was nuts. It was
we were
so good.
so hype.
Oh my God.
And we played so much.
So much. We played, Nate, get this. I think we played in Dynasty. It had to have been almost 80 seasons.
Oh my gosh.
80 college football seasons.
It was unreal.
We did our own team builder, so we made our own teams, and then we just went like 80 seasons.
Dude, it was crazy. Yeah.
We put in a lot of work. Like it kind of it sucks because like Andrew for some reason just like doesn't like playing football games anymore.
Yeah.
But that would have been a good pick. I mean, that coming back was like hype at a
it was nuts.
I'm the all-time worst Madden player ever.
Yeah.
You haven't seen Chad play quarterback and all that.
It's been rough.
Because what I like to do is when I'm on defense, I like to take the linebacker and rush the quarterback. And every single time I just get eaten.
Whether or not he has coverage or not. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You're just
so,
going.
Yeah. So he's and I'm just running, and the middle of the field is a wide
it's so
open
great.
slant.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, why is this always open? And it's because I suck at. I
just turn off the game.
Yeah.
I mean, it comes close to with Andrew. I almost just turn off the game anyway.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
I
love Andrew to death, but the man can't focus for one solid game.
I know. All right, so we're done with our draft. Just going through it, and then we'll end the pod real quick. Chad's picks. You guys let us know who you think won. He's got Madden 04, NBA Live 08, NCAA basketball 08. What did I put here? Backyard baseball. MLB The Show, either 15, 16, or 17. We'll figure that out. And I'll put the graphic up.
Yeah.
MLB The Show 17. Nate, we have NFL Street. What did I write, dude? I can't even see what I wrote here.
Is it NHL?
No. Oh, NBA Jam On Fire Edition.
Yeah.
Okay, and then NHL 14, and then Mario Super Sluggers, and then
2K14.
NBA 2K14. Dude, I have chicken scratch. My draft, NBA Street Volume 2, NFL Blitz, NCAA 14, Wii Sports, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2. You guys let us know what you think. Who won this draft? That was really fun. We need to do that more.
Yeah, I agree.
I would like better things. That was terrible.
We'll totally do more stuff with like different genres and
I think
all
you guys
that.
killed me in that draft.
I don't know. We'll see what the comments say.
Yeah, we'll see what the comments say. You never know what the comments do.
Yeah, dude, you never know. But I appreciate it, Nate. Thank you so much for joining.
Thank you guys.
We're gonna end the pod now. Appreciate you guys for listening. We'll put out some clips this week. Later.
See you.
Bye.